Hello, it's us. We're from Group 10, and we're going to talk about ethical issues and genetic engineering animals. Our group members are Elwin, Jason, Sophia, me, Zai, Shaza, and Darshna.
What are genes? Genes are the chemical blueprints which determines an organism's trait. So what is genetic engineering? It is a set of technologies used to modify an organism's genetic material by artificial methods. It involves the transfer of gene of interest or a specific trait from one organism to another plant or animal of a different species. Genetic engineering allows us to successfully produce novel genes with desired benefits that can be synthesized in the laboratory. However, there are cons that comes with the pros. These novel organisms may have its risks. These risks have to be carefully taken into consideration as organisms produced from genetic engineering have both desired and unintended features. So what are ethics? Ethics are the moral philosophy which involves systemizing, defending, and recommending concepts that are right and wrong conduct. The use of this technology, genetical engineering, where animals are used as a choice of an organism, has brought up many ethical issues within the society.
Some ethical issues which relates to animal welfare defined by the World Health Organization (WHO) for animal health as the state of the animal and how the animal is coping with the conditions in which it lives. Stakeholders, including veterinarians, have to consider that other people are aware of the ethical issues and are allowed to initiate a debate regarding the creation and use of genetically engineered animals.
Ethical issues in genetic engineering links to three main perspectives which are based solely on religious view, society, and concerns on health as well. Scientists that wish to carry out genetical engineering are advised to do so with safe and legal scientific practices, as well as to consider the views on ethical contentious.
One of the benefits of genetic engineering is it can help scientists to identify, isolate, and characterize genes in order to understand more about the function and regulation. Genetic modification can be used to knock out the activity of a particular gene. By correlating the loss of function with its knockout, it is possible to gain information about the role of the gene. It also provides research models of human diseases, thus help developing new drugs and new strategies for repairing defective genes, which is known as gene therapy. It produces milk that contains therapeutic proteins or to alter the composition of the milk to improve its nutritional value for human infants. Genetic engineering can also provide organs and tissues for use in human transplant surgery. Animals can be genetically modified so that they carry copies of human genes that code for proteins that inhibit the human response to foreign tissue. This means that organs from such animals might escape rejection and is suitable to be used for transplantation into human patients. Besides, genetic engineering can also enhance livestock improvement programs by enabling the breeders both to accelerate the rate of improvement in livestock performance and to take advantage of genes not accessible through conventional selective breeding.
One of the examples of ethical on genetic engineering will be the genetically modified animal organ for human transplantations. It is a medical process, safe and transform the life as well as giving new hopes to people. Organ and tissues are transferred from a donor and transplanted into patients who are critically ill or having organ failure. Based on the research in the United States of America, found that there is extremely low number of available organs due to the limited numbers of donors and increased the demand for the organ transplantations. Potential solution for the organ availability crisis is the use of the GM animal as organ donors for humans. What are the possible consequences? Resulting in the formations of hyperacute rejection due to the cross-reactivity between two different species. One of the possible ethical issues will be using the pig organ for the purpose of transplantation in humans will increase the likelihood of getting infection by lactospirosis. This bacteria usually can be found in the pig tissues and it can be fatal if left untreated as well as the influenza virus.
Furthermore, a large number of animals may be killed because the demand of organ transplantation will be increased if this research was succeeded. People's opinions were starting to change over time in favor of genetically modified animals in human transplantation, such as pigs, in spite of their spiritual, cultural, and religious backgrounds.
Created using Powtoon.